Hello, and thank you for joining me. I hope you're doing well this evening. Now sit back, relax, and let's get into our story. Have you ever been somewhere that didn't want you to leave? Not just lost, but held, cradled by something ancient and unseen. That's what happened to me in the Candler Pines. And if you're hearing this, I need you to promise me something. Don't go looking for the trailhead at Hollow Bend. It started with a solo backpacking trip. 3 days alone in the woods. Just me, my tent, and the old fire roads that snaked through the backcountry. I'd heard about the Candler Pines from a guy I worked with. He called it untouched land. Said even the maps didn't cover it right. That should have been my first warning. I parked my car at the edge of a faded gravel pull-off. No signs, no other vehicles, just a gate made of bent wire and a faded red ribbon tied to a tree. It was late morning, and the air smelled like moss and sun-warmed pine needles. It felt still, too still. The first day went fine. I hiked about 7 miles in, found a small clearing near a stream, and pitched my tent. No cell signal, no trail markers, but that was the point. Disconnecting, getting away. I made a small fire, cooked some dehydrated chili, and turned in early. The forest was louder at night, branches cracking in the distance, owls calling, but there was one sound that didn't fit. It wasn't an animal, it was breathing. Heavy, rhythmic, from just beyond the tree line. When I turned on my flashlight, it stopped. I told myself it was the wind. The next morning, the trail was different. The trees had shifted, or I had. I was following the same ridge line, but the landmarks were off. The moss was on the wrong side of the trunks. The sun felt like it was in the wrong part of the sky. Around noon, I saw something that made me stop cold. There was a rock outcropping when I remember passing the day before. Same lichen pattern, same split in the stone. I had walked in a circle. I turned on my GPS tracker. The signal blinked in and out. Erratic. No coordinates. No map. Just a red dot spinning in place. By the second night, I knew I wasn't alone. Not just animals. Something was watching. I heard it pacing just out of sight. The breathing again. Low, guttural, and sometimes laughter. Faint and wet, like it was bubbling up from the earth. I didn't sleep. I just sat in my tent with my knife and my dying fire. At some point, I drifted off. When I woke up, there were footprints around my tent. Bare feet. And they didn't lead in or out. Just circles. I tried to leave. I packed everything and headed east towards the sun. No trail, just compass and hope. But the woods wouldn't end. Every hour, the same kinds of trees, same twisted pines, Same patches of fungus. Even the wildlife was gone. No birds, no bugs, just silence. And then I heard my own voice whispering from behind me. Around dusk, I found a cabin, old, rotting, with its doors hanging open. I ran to it. Relief, shelter, maybe even a radio. But inside, no furniture, just dirt, broken boards, and a mirror nailed to the far wall. When I looked into it, I saw myself, but the reflection was smiling. I wasn't. Then it mouthed a word. Stay. I smashed the mirror and ran. The forest laughed. I don't know how long I've been out here. My watch stopped on the third day. My beard is longer than it should be. The sun doesn't set right anymore. Sometimes it's night for minutes. Sometimes for days. And the trees are closer than they used to be. Tighter. Bending in toward me. Breathing with me. They don't want me to leave. They won't let me leave. I found bones yesterday, half buried under pine needles. A boot beside them. A backpack with a faded patch that read, Jason, Appalachian 93. Inside was a notebook. Only one thing written in it. The pines won't let go. If you found this recording, maybe you're smarter than I was. Maybe you'll make it out. But if you hear something breathing behind you, don't turn around. If the sun feels wrong, don't trust it. And if the forest gives you a path, it's a lie. The pines don't let go. They remember. And they're always hungry.